the first time in, I think, 4 years now, the Trump administration is making them take away end racism, which they had written in the end zone, right?
It just seems silly. I mean,
to do it or not to do it?
Why get rid of it?
Oh, I could tell you why.
I know, but it's just like you're
because it was stupid to begin with.
Yeah, but
let me ask you, who's it for? And if you're a racist and you see end racism in the end zone, you're going to stop being a racist?
All right, folks. This is not what CNN was expecting. Bill Maher just flipped the script live on air and left the entire CNN panel stunned.
But I think it's an to nag us during a football game about something that doesn't change anything or any. If I'm not a racist and I see it, it doesn't matter. And if I am a racist, it's going to make me more of a racist.
Like, I think if you write, don't be an ass in the end zone, everybody will agree with that.
I saw the Government Accounting Office, that's not the Trump administration, said in the last 20 years, I think it was something like 2.2.
It's 3 trillion.
Well, it was a little less than that, but in trillions of improper payments.
Yes.
This is trillions, not billions. What could we have done with that money? In 2023, it was 236 billion of improper payment. So it's not like this does not have to be done. It's supposed to make our lives easier. That's the whole point. Washing machines did more for women's liberation than 1,000 lesbian-run bookstores. I don't know for a fact that Elon Musk is planning to grow a mustache just to troll the libs.
Bill Maher, a longtime liberal, just defended Donald Trump and obliterated CNN's biased narrative in real time. And let me tell you, the crowd went wild. CNN thought they had Maher in their pocket. But oh boy, did he prove them wrong. He called out their hypocrisy, ripped into their fake moral superiority, and even exposed why Trump won in the first place. The CNN hosts were shook. They never saw this coming. And the internet? It exploded in real time. So, what did Bill Maher say that had CNN scrambling? And why is this moment so huge? Oh, you do not want to miss this. But first, smash that like button and subscribe for more uncensored, raw, and viral moments like this one. Did you just subscribe? Awesome. Let's dive in.
Under the previous administration, we would have inquiries. We would request information. We would want cabinet secretaries and assistant secretaries and deputy secretaries to come before committee. We would send letter after letter after letter and get no response. The Biden administration operated literally in the shadows. They would not tell you anything that was going on. At least Donald Trump puts it out in the litany of orders that come out that day. Here's what we're doing today. We're going into the Department of Justice. We are taking these attorneys and they are under supervisory review, or however they choose to phrase it. You knew nothing that was going on in Joe Biden's presidency. So if democracy truly dies in darkness, I would rather have an executive tell me what they're doing as opposed to hiding it from the American people.
There's even a trend now among liberal women of wearing blue bracelets to signal that they're Kamala voters and therefore safe to approach and talk to, because God forbid you fall into some checkout line chit-chat with, gasp, a Republican. And many young women are now also pledging never to have sex with any man who voted for Trump. Really? That's your big plan? Embargoing the pussy? It's so egotistical, as if the ultimate punishment is not letting people have you. Hey, you know what? You weren't Trump-type guys anyway. Well, except for Taylor.
Let's set the stage. CNN brings Bill Maher on, expecting him to bash Trump as usual. But instead, he turns on them. Oh, and it gets even better. He doesn't just defend Trump. He goes after Democrats' biggest failures. One of the first bombshells he drops, exposing how Democrats' obsession with wokeness is turning Americans away. He absolutely shreds ridiculous liberal virtue signaling like end zone slogans and meaningless social justice campaigns. CNN, dead silent. He then hits them with a hard truth bomb about government waste and how trillions of dollars are going down the drain. The CNN panel starts squirming in their seats. They didn't invite Maher on for this.
How are we actually getting our kids to have a shot?
But you keep talking about kids. He also won because parents were a little fed up with parents coming in second
Yes.
in a who says what goes with my kids contest.
Right. But which Democrat is for that? I mean, I have kids. I mean, most Democrats believe that parents should have a say in their kids' education. These have been
Well, here in California, I think the governor here used the word snitch.
Yeah.
Like a parent, if you inform...
Dime them out. Tell on the parents. Point them out. The parents will be in trouble.
If the kids switch genders in school, you know, they hid that from the parent.
And as a guy that was born in the Bronx, raised in the streets of New York, I can assure you, snitch has an entirely different meaning than what they put out. I can promise you that. I can promise you.
At this point, the CNN hosts realize they need to salvage this disaster. So what do? They try to challenge Maher. Big mistake. One of the hosts desperately pushes back, claiming Democrats actually listen to parents and care about education. Maher's response: devastating. Ouch. And just when you think it can't get worse for CNN, Maher takes a sledgehammer to liberal cancel culture. The audience erupts. The CNN hosts? They're panicking. Maher then destroys the media's endless race baiting.
In 10, Gen Zers say the authors of the Constitution are best described as villains. Wow. In 1776, James Monroe was 18. Alexander Hamilton was 21 and James Madison 25. Joe Biden was only 30. America's founders, they were the Gen Z of their day. And when they were your age, they started a country. What the fuck have you done?
The crowd roars. CNN doesn't know what to do. They invited Maher expecting Trump bashing, but instead, he exposed the entire left-wing media machine. Then, in one of the most powerful moments, Maher exposes the massive corruption behind progressive policies.
A 2014 CNN report discovered that at least 35 Disney employees had been arrested for sex crimes against children, and in 2021, Disney Child's Union Education Party, and you've turned schools and colleges into a joke. What a shocker that the people who see everything through the lens of race and sex see their election loss as a result of racism and sexism. Kamala spent 100 days telling voters, I know it feels like crime and illegal immigration are bad, but fuck your feelings. Look at this chart. Have you seen my "In this house we believe" lawn sign? See, it says right on it, we believe in science. Right, which is why you demanded no one even debate whether COVID could have escaped from the one lab in the one city where they were studying it. How far-fetched! Democrats have become like a royal family that, because of so much incest, has unfortunately had children who are retarded.
CNN cuts to commercial, but it's too late. The internet already exploded, and now, rumors are swirling. CNN executives are furious. Some insiders are calling it their worst PR disaster in years. Will CNN blacklist Bill Maher? Honestly, it won't matter, because after this, even more people are waking up. All right, folks, this was huge. Bill Maher just exposed everything CNN and the liberal media don't want you to see. Now, I want to hear from you. Did Bill Maher just destroy CNN for good? Is he waking up to the truth? Or just making headlines? And do you think CNN will ever recover from this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And before you go, smash that like button and subscribe for more viral takedowns, political showdowns, and unfiltered truth.